and all of the people on the task force, and Jared Kushner, what he did, he's here someplace. But he was fantastic on the ventilators. You know, ventilators are very, very complex. Oh, look at that, Jared. He wants no praise. He couldn't care less. He truly couldn't care. Thank you, Jared. No, we had a tremendous just a quick story. We had a tremendous ventilator problem because we weren't equipped for a thing like this. This is once in 100 years. It was 1918. We're talking about the Spanish flu. And we weren't equipped for that. And all of a sudden we're getting calls. We need 40,000 ventilators, like in New York. They needed far less than that, but they needed many, many ventilators. And other states are calling. We need ventilators. And it's a very complicated piece of equipment, as you can imagine, with pipes going down, heavily computerized. And people didn't know what to do, making them on a mass scale like this. Hospitals had very few of them. And Jared called up some of his genius friends. His brother's one of the most important people in Silicon Valley, smart family. They called up and they had these super brilliant young men come in. I mean, some of them were wearing undershirts. They were wearing a baseball cap. How much are you worth? About $1 billion, sir. It's true. They had founded companies, sold their companies, but they were brilliant. One of them had roller skates on. And they wanted to throw him out of the White House. They said, sir, there's a kid here, undershirt and roller skates. I said, yeah, he's worth $2.5 billion. You know? But Jared called a whole group of people down. And to them, to us, to all of us, a ventilator is very complicated. To them, it's like the simplest machine they've ever seen. And they went to the automobile companies where they had excess plant capacity, and they went to various companies, and we started producing, within a short period of time, ventilators. And this story is just never told, and I don't think I've ever told it, not in this detail. We started producing ventilators in a short period of time at a level that nobody thought was thousands and thousands a month. Nobody thought was even possible. And a relatively short period of time after that, all of our hospitals were sent tens of thousands of ventilators, tens of thousands of ventilators. Great companies, very big companies, the car companies, very big companies. They did a fantastic job. They'd line up with a small ventilator company. And we make the best ventilators. I mean, they say they're the best. And they were sent all over our country. And think of it, and that was done so quickly. But these brilliant young people were able to do it. Regular people you could never do a thing like this. So we made thousands a month, and not one person, think of this, in our country, not one person who needed a ventilator didn't get a ventilator. How incredible is that?